You know, most people know the Accord, so more than questioning the Accord or what is an Accord, more so what they want to know is which Accord actually works for their situation. Because the Accord has been in Car and Driver more than any other, or it's top 10 car, more than any other manufacturer anywhere. So most people really know what the Accord is about. They know that it's reliable. They know that it has the best ergonomics out there. So the big thing that they're really interested in is which model works best for me. You know, I guess the biggest thing that I like about the car is its reliability, which Honda has they have a great track record for reliability. I like the styling that they did with the new one. It kind of has more of a European styling sense about it. Um, those are probably my main two things because you can get, whether it be a V6 engine or all of the feature content that the car has, you can get that in almost anything now. But what is really hard to find anymore is combining those features, V6, with reliability, resale value, and just the overall build quality. And that's one thing that Honda really, or a few things that they really excel at. Well, typically when people sit in the car, one of the first things that you'll notice, even just sitting, initially sitting down, is Honda has great visibility. You don't have a lot of blind spots. When you look in the rear, you have a nice wide windshield. So, and that's a really big concern with a lot of people is safety. You want a car that's going to be fun, but you also want something that you are going to feel good putting your family in, maybe letting your kids drive, and things of that nature. Once they get in the car, they will also notice that the Accord, if they've been with Honda for a while, they'll notice that the Accord has a lot of features and feature content that they did not think that Honda had, or that they would think that you had to go to a luxury make to get that. And of course, we get compared to a few of the other cars out there. The Camry is a big one for us. And actually now we do get compared somewhat to some of the higher end cars. For example, you may have people comparing the Accord to Infiniti G Series, just because it approaches their power level. It handles really well, and it has more of an upscale look than what it did before, and an upscale feel as far as when you're driving it. Price range for the Accord, range anywhere from about 21, 22 up to about 30. The higher end model, that 30, you're going from the 21, 22, you're going from a four-cylinder Accord with cloth and a manual. You're going stretching all the way up to items such as sunroof, navigation, Bluetooth, the voice-activated navigation. So you got a ton of features. There's a really wide range of feature content to spread between those two price points. We have a lot of customers that they've bought a few Hondas, quite a few Accords. They have a tendency to think, well, man, there has to be other cars out there that are just as good as Honda. So they've gone to some of the luxury makes even, and they like the luxury makes, but they found that what they didn't like was the serviceability and how temperamental they can be. So we have a lot of people coming from the luxury make back to the Honda Accord because of the feature content that it offers. But we have a lot of beginning, like younger families and couples that can get into the car as well. The Accord actually has they have a couple things. Honda has what they call safety for everyone. Basically what that means is whether if you get a lower end or beginning model Accord, or if you get the higher end, they're going to have the same safety features. So it used to be, and still today, some manufacturers, you would almost believe that just because a person chose to get a lower cost car, or maybe they didn't have the ability to get that higher price car, they have to suffer as far as safety features. But on the Accord, they all have the same safety features. So whether it be the front airbags, the side curtain airbags, the side seat airbag with OPDS, which is a system that actually shuts down the passenger side seat airbag if you're leaning into the deployment path. ABS brakes, they all have that as well. So safety feature content, they all are the same. For example, we have vehicle stability assist on the Accords. That's two systems. That's part of your traction control system. So if you're get some of the snow like what we've had recently, the traction control is meant to limit wheel spin from left to right. But the vehicle stability assist function, what that'll do is if you're hypothetically, say that you're driving and you hit a patch of snow, you're going around a curve, your rear of your car may want to fishtail around. The vehicle stability assist senses the yaw rate of the car, the throttle position of the gas pedal, compare it to where you have the wheel turned, and is meant to take corrective braking action to bring the car back in line with what you're trying to do with the wheel. So it makes it a much safer driving experience. With our V6s, a lot of people like the power of a V6. They may not like the gas mileage that typically comes along with V6s. So what Honda did is they put a system on the car, on the engine, called VCM. That's the variable cylinder management. It allows the car to operate in 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder, or 6-cylinder mode. So you can have the power when you need it, but you can also have the fuel efficiency when you need it as well. What a lot of people don't know is that for the past 5 years or so, Honda has actually been making every engine for the Indy 500. They've had 0 breakdowns. So more than anything, Honda is an engine company. They make more engines than any other company in the world.